Hey guys, so as you know, some of you do hear and see about this spiritual entity, but I think most of us haven't got a very clear image of what it is and what it represents when we hear it being mentioned online, like either very vague or unclear to be precise. And I think I have sort of figured out what exactly it represents. So first of all, when beginning, I would like to start with the current landscape of our world and how it relates to this entity. So when we were first born onto the world, we are literally at the mercy of our surroundings, right? The economic state of our family, their beliefs, etc., etc. People are literally at the mercy of the family they were born into, and what newborns essentially do is they try to understand like where they are, what they were born into, right? Some people are born into lucky families with access to quality content, media with rich ideas to itself, and good parents share this media with their child to ensure their development. A child is what it consumes. And you look at some parents who are somewhat illiterate, watching Turkish television series. You know about Turkish television series? They are not very rich in their contents and ideas, and those are passed down to their children, making their child grow up with essentially a very mediocre media, thus not helping their child's development in a very good way. A tunnel vision, narrow perception of reality is passed down. Because of this, evil in this world is freely running. Anyone can tell there is gotta be something more in the world other than just going to your job and paying bills. But that's where the decline happens. People are only making sense of the world in a limited, scarce way. Connect some pieces of the puzzle's pieces, but some are still left out, or at worst sometimes not knowing there is even more pieces of the puzzle out there. And that's where I think the Moloch comes in. People's brains make sense of the world, evolve to a certain point, and then stopping at a certain point. People's ability to create context is reduced, as you may recall from how it's been talked in the AI codec called from Metal Gear Solid 2. I will link that in the description for you guys. That's exactly what the satanic elites did to our world on purpose, and that's exactly what the Moloch they worship represents. Trapping the consciousness at a certain level, keeping it in cycles so humanity can't correct the wrongs in their world, even if they know something's wrong. In order for there to be a grand revolution, the consciousness of the masses has to have to evolve to a certain high point. Only then the wrongs can be corrected. So that's like the premise of Moloch. And if you look at the description of what the spiritual entity wants and how it's been done, the child sacrifice on a fire, right? And visual portrayals of this entity, we can see a lot of correlations with this premise. As you can see, it's been said as child is sacrificed on a fire, which is similar to, like, you know about the saying the divine spark within humans. You know of the saying burning with passion in your chest, right? When a child is sacrificed on a fire, his heart is burning with passion until it's been drained completely before its light can reach onto others. And if you look at the visual portrayals of this entity, you can see there are cells and humans within its body. I would like to imagine these cells as some sort of cracks, scars on its tyranny, caused by humans who have evolved to a certain consciousness level, doing as if a damage to how this creature wants to entrap souls within a limited consciousness. If enough people were to be able to raise their consciousnesses to a certain high level, there will be enough cracks on this creature's body and the creature will just fall off. So if we were to sum this up, this creature they worship represents is just that he likes to entrap humans on a lower consciousness, a limited perception, a narrow perception, So global elite who worship him can continue their systemic tyranny that benefits them, the very few who run the world. I think this is a very good way to look what this represents if we look at the landscape of the world we live in. Thank you guys for watching.